There's a country so small that most people barely notice it on a world map. But in just a few years, it has transformed into a global power, competing with the biggest economies, influencing international policies, and leading industries that impact millions of lives. So, how did this tiny nation rise to the top so quickly? Was it strategic leadership, economic brilliance, or something else entirely? Stay tuned, because the answer will shock you. The rise of Singapore, from fishing village to financial giant. Not too long ago, Singapore was a struggling island with almost no natural resources. It had no oil, no gold, and barely enough land for its growing population. But today, Singapore is a financial powerhouse, a tech hub, and one of the richest countries in the world. How did it happen? It all started with bold leadership and an ambitious vision. When Singapore gained independence in 1965, its first Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew, made a daring decision. He focused on education, infrastructure, and making the country irresistible to foreign investors. Within decades, Singapore became a global leader in banking, logistics, and technology. The country's strict anti-corruption policies, business-friendly laws, and world-class airport turned it into Asia's financial capital, attracting the biggest companies in the world. But it didn't stop there. Singapore also became a leader in biotech, artificial intelligence, and high-tech manufacturing. Today, it has one of the highest GDPs per capita, and its citizens enjoy an extremely high standard of living. What's even crazier? Singapore is still growing. With its continuous innovation and futuristic projects, this tiny country is set to remain a global power for decades to come. Qatar, the energy empire that changed the world. Qatar is one of the smallest countries in the Middle East, but when it comes to power and influence, it stands among giants. A few decades ago, Qatar was just another desert nation, overshadowed by larger oil-rich neighbors. But then, something incredible happened. Qatar discovered massive reserves of natural gas. Instead of just selling it off, Qatar's leaders made a strategic move. They invested heavily in liquefied natural gas, LNG, infrastructure, becoming the world's top LNG exporter. This decision transformed Qatar into an energy empire, bringing in billions of dollars and allowing it to build one of the wealthiest nations per capita. But Qatar's rise wasn't just about energy. The country used its wealth to expand into finance, media, and sports. It launched Al Jazeera, one of the most influential news networks in the world, and made historic investments in global markets, luxury real estate, and high-end tourism. In 2022, Qatar shocked the world by hosting the FIFA World Cup, proving that it could compete with major nations in soft power, infrastructure, and global influence. Now, with ambitious projects like the Line and futuristic smart cities, Qatar is shaping the future while securing its place as a global powerhouse. Luxembourg, the hidden financial superpower. Luxembourg is one of Europe's smallest countries, but don't let its size fool you. This tiny nation is a financial giant. With a population of just over 600,000, Luxembourg has quietly become one of the world's richest countries, dominating the banking and investment sectors. What's the secret? Luxembourg has one of the most favorable tax systems for investors and multinational companies. This has led to an influx of banking institutions, investment funds, and hedge funds, making it a financial capital of Europe. But Luxembourg isn't just about finance. It's also a major player in space technology. The country is heavily invested in space mining, aiming to be one of the first nations to extract valuable minerals from asteroids. Yes, you read that right, Luxembourg is betting on space to keep its global power growing. With its strong economy, stable government, and futuristic ambitions, Luxembourg has proven that even the smallest nations can become global forces. United Arab Emirates, from desert to global power. 50 years ago, the UAE was mostly desert, with small fishing and pearl diving communities. But today, it is one of the most powerful economic hubs in the world. Dubai and Abu Dhabi have become symbols of modern luxury, business, and global influence. The secret? Visionary leadership and relentless innovation. The UAE didn't just rely on its oil wealth, it reinvested in tourism, finance, aviation, and technology. Dubai became the world's busiest international airport, a global shopping capital, and a hotspot for billionaires. Now, the UAE is setting its sights on even bigger things, like Mars. The country launched its Hope probe, making it one of the few nations to explore space. Meanwhile, it continues to push boundaries with massive AI projects, green energy initiatives, and futuristic cities. The UAE proves that with the right strategy, even the smallest nations can become global giants. Switzerland, the secret economic and innovation titan. Switzerland might be best known for its chocolate, watches, and stunning landscapes, but beneath its picturesque surface lies an economic powerhouse that has quietly shaped global industries for decades. With a population of just under 9 million, Switzerland has built one of the most stable and prosperous economies in the world. What's the secret? Switzerland's rise to global power is fueled by its banking sector, innovation in pharmaceuticals, and a strong commitment to neutrality. Swiss banks are trusted worldwide, handling trillions of dollars in assets. Major pharmaceutical companies like Roche and Novartis dominate the global healthcare industry, developing life-saving drugs that impact millions. Switzerland is also a leader in precision engineering, producing the finest watches and machinery, and it consistently ranks as one of the most innovative countries in the world. With a focus on research, technology, and education, Switzerland has positioned itself as a global hub for business and scientific advancements. Despite its small size, Switzerland's influence extends far beyond its borders. It hosts the United Nations European headquarters, the World Health Organization, and the World Economic Forum, making it a key player in international affairs. With its rock-solid economy, cutting-edge research, and global leadership, Switzerland is proof that small nations can shape the world in big ways. Israel, the startup nation that's changing the world. Israel, a country with a population of just over 9 million, has become a global technology and defense powerhouse, earning the title of the startup nation. Despite its small size and challenging geopolitical situation, Israel has managed to develop one of the most advanced economies in the world. How did Israel rise so quickly? The answer lies in innovation, education, and resilience. Israel invests heavily in research and development, producing groundbreaking advancements in cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and medical technology. Companies like Mobileye, which revolutionized self-driving car technology, and Waze, the popular navigation app, were born in Israel. The country is also a global leader in military technology. Its Iron Dome missile defense system is one of the most advanced in the world, and Israeli defense companies export cutting-edge technology to major world powers. Beyond technology and defense, Israel has also made massive strides in agriculture and water conservation. It has pioneered techniques to grow crops in deserts and is a leader in desalination, turning seawater into drinkable water, technologies that are now being adopted worldwide. Despite facing constant geopolitical challenges, Israel continues to thrive as an innovation powerhouse, shaping industries and technologies that influence the world. Its rise proves that even in the toughest conditions, a country can become a global force through intelligence, strategy, and innovation. These small nations have redefined what it means to be a global power. Whether through finance, technology, energy, or strategic influence, they have proven that size doesn't determine success, vision, leadership, and innovation do. Which of these countries surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments.